swallow something bad. It keeps on happening in my throat. Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What the f is this one? All right, so you want to see what the sauces are?
Yes.
So, we're doing this thing called Hot Ones, aka Scuffed Ones. So this is a brand new box. I literally just opened it yesterday. Hearts for Malena for ordering this box. There we go. Ooh. Oh, that almost came right off, didn't it? So this is the first one, and this one is Hot Ones Buffalo Hot Sauce. So the way this works is, you put a little bit on the chicken, and then you put it in your mouth, and then I ask you a question.
Okay.
If you were stuck in the medieval times and you had to bring one gadget from the 21st century with you, what would it be and why? Who asked this question?
Vibrator.
Well, there's an and why part, but I think it might be implied.
I'm not trusting any of those without a biology book to find the.
What the hell? Okay.
What about you? What would you bring?
Man, I don't know. If I had to go back in time, and let's assume no racism, and I'd have to bring one gadget with me. Well, the problem is a lot of it has to be charged, right? So a lot of that is useless. I don't know, man. The first thing that came to mind is Malena, because I feel like wherever in time, if I'm ever with her, everything will be okay.
I think this is less than a hot Cheeto.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty tasty, so. Up next, Smokey J. It's called Smokey J. All right, question number 2. What's the wildest rumor someone has said about you, and it was true?
Oh, that is really good. I pissed off this girl I didn't like. This is whenever I was in the anime convention community, by the way. And this girl was a little crazy. A little obsessed. Like, whenever I would introduce myself to somebody, she'd come up and be like, this is my best friend, Peach. We're friends forever, and we're getting matching tattoos, and I'm dyeing my hair the same way that she is. Like, a little bit too obsessed. Like, didn't want to be my friend, wanted to be my girlfriend type beat, you know? So I stopped being friends with her because she did some crazy that I can't mention on here. All of a sudden, I had one of my friends text me, and they go, I need to talk to you ASAP. And this is months later. And I'm like, what's up? And she goes, I'm just gonna let you know because it's so out of pocket that I think it's not true. And I'm like, what? Just tell me. She goes, there's a huge rumor about you that you loved getting pissed on. That you loved getting pissed on the face. And I am gobsmacked. I'm like, I don't even know what to do besides fucking laugh. What? No, it was not true.
Okay,
okay. No, it was not true.
Okay.
I'm not kidding you. She's like the one person. Do you have one person in your life that it would be like hands-on
Like,
if you saw them?
Like on site?
On site.
No, I'm a very docile person.
Oh, you know what's even crazier? Is that she posts about me on 4chan. Like deep personal things that only she would know and be like, I heard this about Peach. And it's like, girl, why are you saying, like, the only person who would even know remotely any of that information? You, girl.
Was she hot? She wasn't? I mean, she looks like she likes getting pissed on. Number 3, Funkies. From TwitchCon to Avian, what are some of the rules for conventions, if any? Any highlights that stand out that set one convention apart from another? I would love to know more about Avian personally.
I got kicked out.
What?
I got kicked out. So Avian is adult video news. I was actually just nominated for a XBiz award as well. I lost.
What's XBiz?
Another company.
Oh.
And I was nominated for Premium Social Media Star. I think for both of them. I can't remember. That one has a little bit of a kick. Anyways, anime conventions are anime conventions. I have some crazy anime convention stories that I could sit here and tell you for hours. Like one time before I played Overwatch, I really wanted to hook up with this super cute guy who was dressed up as Hanzo, but I didn't know what Hanzo was. So whenever I was hooking up with him, I didn't even know his name. And we were like, okay, he was just like, to save Frank, he was like hitting it from the back, and I like look over in the window reflection at him, like watching him, and I didn't know his name, so I go, McCree. And I'm not he stops, and he goes, it's Hanzo. And I got up, and I put my clothes on, and I went back to my room. I wish this was a fake story, and I have people that can confirm that. And that was the night that I fell asleep underneath the sink with my anime body pillow. Anyways, at AVN, which was this year, this was years ago, years and years ago. Like, I think that was like my first anime convention ever, actually, as an adult. AVN, I wore to revealing of a dress to a porn award show. They waited for me to leave the award show, and I'm not kidding you. I'm watching some girls that I knew take pictures with their asses out, and a guy comes up and he goes, "You are breaking the dress code of sheer clothing." And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "You gotta go." I had already lost the award, and I was like, whatever. I lost the award, a fan award, to a girl with 600 followers. Slap in the face. Okay, whatever. We smile through it. Getting kicked out, that was up. I cried.
Wait a minute. You lost a fan voted award to a girl with 600 followers?
I learned what bots are with that day.
So, like, mathematically, at best, she can only get 600 votes.
She also beat out Amaranth out of a different award. She won the most awards of that night. She won, I think, 3 or 4.
Can I see her? So this was tweeted yesterday. I get more likes than this. And
it's 79 likes.
And I have all my clothes
picture
on.
of her in underwear.
And this person beat you on a fan voted award?
Yeah. And you know what sucks is that I spent thousands of dollars gunning for this award, like doing promo for it.
Well, I actually can I go to AVN?
Yeah.
There's
Next time I get nominated, I think I'm nominated for like a Bad Dragon award right now.
Can I go with you?
Yeah, if you want.
So what happens when I go there and a lot of the women there start like falling in love with me?
That won't happen.
Really?
That won't happen.
You don't think so?
No.
I got a $5,000 watch. See that? Would that help?
No.
This is a hot one sauce specifically. It's called Los Calientes Verde. Calientes Verde. Question number 4. What's something about Twitch culture you still don't understand but are too embarrassed to ask?
I already ate the sauce. It's actually pretty good. I don't think I have any questions. I'm gonna be so free. Because anytime I don't know what I don't know. You know? Does that make sense?
You know who Forsen is?
Bald man, right?
So I think Twitch culture is kind of dying out. I think the old school OG Twitch stuff is no longer kind of cool anymore.
They have kids. Everybody in here has kids.
It's not only that, but like the things that, because the way social media works nowadays, it's like the viral moments, and all the viral moments are just like a lot of the like things that none of the old school W guys do. Sorry, old school Twitch streamers do, but the W guys do it, you know? So it's just like... here's actually something I don't understand about Twitch just
culture.
Old and we suck, yeah.
Is how people get into these communities. Like the W community, what's the other one?
It's time.
What's the
Poggers.
one that you're in? Is that Poggers?
Well, technically, no, we weren't in the Poggers community. We got put in the Poggers community.
So that's what I mean. Is like, how does this even happen?
So the thing is, the Poggers community...
The L community.
We are the L community. So the thing is, like, the Poggers community is essentially like Ludwig, but like Aiden Ross called like our whole group the Poggers community.
This is from Aiden Ross?
Yeah.
Sweetie, if you're listening, I'm not with them. Don't group me in that.
No, I met Aiden before. He was a nice guy when I met him. So
I know, and I'm speaking to him.
Yeah. But yeah, so that we became the Poggers community. But in reality, like the Poggers community was kind of, because like Ninja was like Poggers, right? But like even within our little group, like we didn't even really Ninja, like we had nothing to do with that guy anyways. So it's like, but we all lumped in it because it's an era. It's from like an era. It's all.
None of these words are in the Bible. Can we go to the next sauce?
Era's in the Bible. You know, it's just it's the way that it goes. It's all time based. But I can say here we have been here the longest.
It's very interesting because we're quite literally watching the first generation of content creators grow old.
Yeah, like Chance. Chance was so young at one point that we had to sneak him into Twitch events because he wasn't old enough to get in.
So you're sneaking in minors?
Yeah, we did, and I have no shame in it.
Clip.
So this next one, number 5, Queso Sin Queso. This looks like this is queso. With unlimited budget or restrictions, what is your dream Ren Fair outfit / group cosplay?
Probably custom fine chainmail. So chainmail, the links can get really, really small, and the smaller they are, the more expensive it is. Probably a whole group of people in chainmail night outfits would be sick as.
You really like that Ren Fair stuff, huh?
It's really fun, and I think it's because coming out of anime conventions, I felt really old really fast. Like I was 25 and I looked around and I was like, what the fuck is going on, you know? Ren Fair is like filled with older people. Like last year at the Texas Renaissance Fair, I had a table at like a burlesque bar, and there was this older couple, 2 couples next to us, and they were like in their 80s, and they were head to toe knights outfits, these women with these beautiful swords, and they were just so classy looking, like, and I was like, that's what I want to be like. And we started chatting. They were so nice, and they were complimenting us.
You think they were swingers?
Probably. I don't care. I wasn't them.
No, I'm just curious.
Oh, me and Sear definitely give off that vibe. Like, we saw you from across the bar, and we love your vibe. Like, unicorn. Yes, no matter
Where
what.
were you when I was prowling around? Probably not the best word.
I don't know, at an age-appropriate place, I guess.
Number 6, the Bourbon Maple Reaper. Texas has fallen, this is a scenario question, into the ocean. You had to leave, but fortunately everyone is okay and you all have your friends, streamer friends, and family with you. Need to come up with a plan moving forward. What would you lead the effort?
Whoever asked this question, the first step I would do was sacrifice you. Because you yap too much. How do I lead this effort? Bro.
Would
Jesus.
you?
No. Yeah, I guess kind of.
I feel like I'm the leader.
You know what Sear called me the other day? Well, he didn't call me that. My mom called me that, and then he agreed, which is even worse. He called me bossy.
Oh.
But then my mom says she gets shit done, though. And Sear agreed. She gets shit done. Yeah, I have no idea. I would probably leave a lot of y'all in the dust. Probably just take my family.
Okay.
And my dogs.
All right.
There's too many streamers here. And I'm supposed to lead a legion of y'all?
Well, I'm gonna be completely transparent. Me and Malena will be fine.
Yeah, you guys are fine.
Because Malena would thrive in a scenario like this.
Who do you think's the one streamer that would struggle with that? Because I think I would be totally fine.
Most of my streamer friends, and they know this is how I feel about them, most of them have just given up. So I'm pretty sure if everything was to go to like in this scenario, they would all just die. Like Asmongold dead, Chance dead, Miz dead, Emmy dead, Extra Emily dead. Like, you know, Tectone would survive. Tectone would
because he's built different. He'd just be over the explosion.
Yeah, Tectone would survive. Everybody else would just die.
I feel like this is more of a Brit question because I literally, if there was a doomsday, I could make it out, but I think I just don't care to do the effort for it, and I'll just roll over.
This is probably gonna slap because this is called, I'm not kidding you, the forbidden fruit.
Okay.
Okay, given the opportunity.
Oh, hang on! I'm gonna go.
Given the opportunity to change sexes, would you pursue a career in adult entertainment?
100% I would be gay.
Wait, what?
100% I would be gay.
So if you were a man, how do I say this? A man gay? I can tell this one's already hot. I can smell it.
Holy
Do gay men do well in the industry?
Yes, they do very well.
Compare it to the number one making woman, or no, straight woman, and number one gay man. Is the income similar? Because I bet it isn't.
I don't know because I'm not paying attention to them.
What about the wage gap?
I don't know. I'm not paying attention
No one
to
cares
them.
about that wage gap, do they?
But I do know. I follow a few male gay creators, and their audiences are 10 times more obsessed than you could ever imagine.
You mean parasocial?
Parasocial, horny, rich, you name it. Rich gays spend money. Straight men do not spend money. Rich gays they love it. Every time I swallow, something bad keeps on happening in my throat.
Oh no. Are you ready for the bomb?
I wanted to my teacher's assistant so bad just so I could say I could do it. Yeah, hand it to me.
Peach, can I say something I might be wrong?
Go ahead. I'm wrong all the time.
I think you might be more horny than I am.
No. For sure, no.
Because what you just said, I would never have that thought. Teacher's assistant?
Did you go to college?
Absolutely. Yeah, 4 years.
Did you not have a TA?
Yeah, I did.
Were they not hot?
I mean, listen, they might have been, but I was working and studying and becoming studious.
I was playing League in my lectures.
I wasn't thinking about that. All right, here's a nice bomb. This is actually probably too much bomb. 3, 2, 1. If reincarnation is real, what would you like to come back as?
Squirrel.
What?
Squirrel. Fat squirrel. Fat squirrel. Preferably in DC. Near the Washington Memorial. I would be happy as a fat squirrel. Living out my days scurrying. And the park is big enough where I won't be near cars, so that won't be any concern.
I would like to come back as an orca, because orcas are the coolest animal on the planet.
You're a murderer in disguise.
Why?
Because they were f***ing scary. They'd
Yeah.
be just tearing seals apart.
Yeah, but they're actual apex predators. Sharks aren't even apex predators. Why? Because orcas kill them. Getting hot?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? This one's gonna slap. This is 6 times harder than the last one.
6 times?
6 times. So the last one was 135,000. This is 680,000.
Ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Guys, I'm dying.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. What the fuck is this one? Oh my god.
Read the question.
I can't. Dan Clancy decides NSFW content is now allowed on in its own category on Twitch. Do you keep your other platforms still, or do you fully move to Twitch? Would it be awkward to mix your audiences, or do you feel that they are one and the same already?
I like where I'm at already with Twitch and not safe for work content. I don't think my personality is very sexy. I open my mouth and people go, oof. And I know a lot of y'all are probably behind your computer being like, bitch is right. Nothing about my Twitch is self-promo. You listen to me talk and you're like, I think it's an active argument against signing up. So, probably not. I probably wouldn't give too much of a damn. Like, I do streams on OF now and then. And like those I have to get into like a mentality for. You know? It's not an act. It's just a different side of me.
You let the dog out.
I'll let the dog out.
Dude, that one's hot as fuck, dude.
Okay.
It comes with a cap on it. That's how hot this one is.
So did my dog's anti-diarrhea meds. I don't think that says much.
One time on your stream, you talked about being sent to a juvenile detention center for a short time. Could you tell us that story?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my god! It's on the side of my tongue. Back in 9th grade, I was in my homeroom. I had a really big crush on this wannabe gangbanger, to be honest. And he took a bunch of white Smarties and he crushed them up with his student ID. And he put them in lines. There's his desk, my desk behind him, and in front of him was the teacher. So like we weren't doing this secretly in any means. And he's like turning around, he's like laughing with me. I don't know what the Coke is. And I'm like giggling. And he literally screams out in the class, he goes, who wants to hit this line of Coke? And the teacher whips around and is like gobsmacked, grabs everything. The next period I get called out of the room and I'm like, whatever. And I walk into this room and it's 5 police officers.
What?
And I'm like shitting my pants. My parents aren't there. It's like one of my mom's friends because my mom was a teacher. So my mom knew the principal and she's like, come Peach, you need to sit down. And she's like rubbing my back and she's like, you need to tell me what happened. And I'm like, what the is going on? Like, I'm like tweaking, bro. You know, like whenever you got in trouble in school, you felt like it was like the end of the world. And I go, yeah, it was just them cutting up this Coke. I was doing homework behind them and I was just giggling away. And they're like, no, we were told that you brought this and that you helped make the lines. And they asked for my student ID as they were checking the edge of it for any residue. And the officer said, we're gonna have to detain you because we don't know if this is drugs or not. And I go, can't you test it? And they go, it needs to go back to the lab for testing and we don't know how long that's going to take. And my dad went in guns a-blazing, like he's very professional, was cussing everybody out. And I was a little shit of a kid. So for my parents to like ride so hard for me was insane. Anyways, I'll never forget that day after school, I had to leave. I had to go buy the uniforms and everything. And the next day I got dropped off at 7 a.m. I got searched. I was so mortified, like detectors. I was being told that we were gonna have to bend and cough.
Wait,
things like that.
Who took you to juvie?
Like my mom, like it was like this school building where essentially it was like this waiting period. So it wasn't juvie where like you're in a cell. I don't even know.
It was the school for the bad kids.
Like every time we had to be moved from different rooms, we had hands behind the back. We all had to walk like this. We had to walk single file. And then whenever we got to the next room, we had to be searched. Whenever we got plastic utensils for lunch, we had to check them out and like return them. So what happened was I had to do 60 hours community service in 31 days.
So it was cocaine.
They hadn't tested it yet.
Then how do you get punished?
What happened was about 10 days after this happened, I actually was loving it. I loved the structure. I had really bad ADHD. I mean, I still have it, but I loved the structure. My grades were doing better than ever. I made friends in there. I met a girl in there. I went to her wedding. I'm not shitting you. Anyways, so after like 10 days or something, I can't remember the timeline because I was 14. They brought me back and they're like, hey, just so you know, we tested it and it wasn't coke, but because you were acting like this was drug paraphernalia, we're gonna have to keep you here. You're gonna have to finish your 31 days.
I'm just gonna say one thing about like my mom. That would have never happened to me.
So my parents, like, they were really upset, but my mom worked for the school system. So like, what was she gonna do?
My mom's a probation officer who knows judges. That would have never,
you know what? And
ever happened to me.
Everybody tells me that this story is fake.
I believe it.
Oh no, I'm putting this to rest.
You're calling somebody?
I'm calling my mom.
Uh-oh.
But can you confirm that I potentially served 31 days because that guy snorted Smarties my freshman year at high school?
I can confirm that.
Well, Peach, we've done it. We've done all 10. All right, guys, that is it for the stream today, guys. Round of applause for Peach, everyone.
Yay, me!
She's amazing. She's great. Absolute. True. Guys, hearts for Peach, guys. She's amazing.
You forgot to add beautiful?
Caring, loving,
Rich?
hilarious, rich,
Talented?
tight, all the stuff you want to be.